Hey everybody, today I decided to benchmark GTX 1070 on Watch Dogs 2 using these settings at Ultra, without any MSA on at 1080p and 4K. At 1080p, the game is entirely playable at Ultra, with the only thing you can increase the advanced details, like in GTA 5, but those are a giant resource hog and I wouldn't recommend that. The game sometimes drops under 40, but that is only next to heavy shrubbage, and if you have a freezing or a G-Sync monitor, you shouldn't feel that at all. I would recommend decreasing the foliage settings or playing without bloom or motion blur, because these two settings seem to have improved my FPS to 60 after I disabled them. At 1080p, the game is perfectly playable, the controls are responsive, and there isn't anything wrong except some screen tearing, but that is because I don't have a G-Sync monitor. The same settings at 4K, well, that's a completely different story. So at 4K, my graphics card was not actually able to hit the sweet spot, well, not really the sweet spot, but at least 30 FPS. The game was choppy, it was barely controllable, as you can see here. I had a lot of trouble driving around and just keeping to the streets. It wasn't a good experience, so generally, this game at 4K with the 1070 with ultra details, it is not very playable. Here you can see me just trying to show how much of an impact the foliage has on the FPS in these parts, dropping down to 15. Next, I made a chart in Excel using a 120-second benchmark on fraps, and as you can see at 1080p the maximum you get is 65, while the average drops to 52, which is still really playable. At Ultra though, at 4K, the maximum FPS you get is 30, while the average is 19, which is not playable at all. But not all is lost. When I put the game to medium preset, turned off motion blur, bloom, ambient occlusion, every post anti-aliasing sampling I could, and left the terrain at high, I got this. Except, you know, some stairs as I started recording, a very acceptable 60 FPS 4K experience after you let the game run a bit. That was probably just my CPU hogs. But this shows that the game is entirely playable at 4K if you are willing to lose some graphical fidelity. In trade-off, you get increased sharpness of signs, more readable text, and such. So in the end, whether you want to play 1080p or 4K, it's up to you. I made this video for fun, to show you the different performances on the 1070. If you would like me to do any other game in this similar style with maybe more elaborate graphs, feel free to write a message. If there is anything you would like me to improve, comment as well. I'm gonna read them all because, as you can see, I don't have anyone watching these videos, but what does it matter? Maybe this will one day help someone, and that's all I care. Anyway, thanks for watching and maybe see you in the next video. And also, leave a like, subscribe, dislike, whatever. Bye.